Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be surprising my brother with his dream PC. I'm going to build it all from scratch, and it's going to look pretty cool. Step one, we're going to go for a sleeper type build. Basically, I'm just going to prep this case, and it's going to be all brand new parts in this old Dell case, I think it is, or something. Okay, so the case is now fully painted. I just painted it with this silver, basically rust protection stuff, but it looks pretty good, so I might just leave it like that. But as you can see, we are in the workshop, you know, we got all my junk here. So let me show you what I'm gonna put in this thing. First things first, we've got our motherboard. So this is just a one I got off of eBay. I think I paid $75 for this, Australian that is. And yeah, this will be a great base. Basically, it's a micro ATX board, and it should fit perfectly into this case. Next, we have our CPU. This is an Intel i5 9400F. This is going to be perfect to combo with that motherboard over there because, well, they're both the LGA 1151 socket. So yeah, that's our next part. Next, we have our RAM, which is 16 gigabytes of DDR4. This is a dual channel kit. It's got 3200 megahertz RAM, so this is very good RAM for this system. Now, this one's a bit heavy. This is our power supply. It is an 800 watt gigabyte power supply. This should be way more than enough for this system. And last but not least, an RTX 3060. A Gigabyte RTX 3060, and this will be the perfect pairing for that CPU and RAM. Small issue, all of the screws line up except for the CPU cooler screws. This is going to be an easy fix. All I'm going to do is drill some holes where it should go, and it should just screw into the motherboard and shouldn't need the backplate support because it is a relatively small cooler. Okay, I drilled the holes, I put the motherboard in. It's all installed, it's all everything, and now I've just got to put everything in, I guess, so I'm going to start off with the RAM. Okay, now it's time for the first stick of DDR4. There it goes, like so. Just got to line it up properly. First clip in. Second clip in, that is secure. Second stick of DDR4. It's time for the CPU. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, come on buddy. This is a pain. Oh, it comes out like that. I'm gonna have to put this here so you guys can still watch. But then I can take it out. Yeah. So I flick the cover back, take off the CPU pin protector. All looking wonderful. Now this part is important. You have to make sure you line up the triangle. So the triangle lines up in that corner right there. It's in. Then I just got to make sure I put this on properly. And now I've secured the CPU. Now that that's done, just going to put a nice little dot of thermal paste. Okay. Then, hopefully that should be enough. Just gotta press that down with the cooler. I'm gotta make sure I line up the cooler perfectly here. One in each hole. Come on. Get in there. 1 second, guys. I got that fixed. Now I just have to plug this into the CPU fan header. This is all gonna get covered up, so the cable management doesn't really matter because it is a fully solid case. But that fan header's in there. And the exhaust system, exhaust fan up here. It's a 3-pin fan header for that, right there. So that's gonna be the exhaust fan. And yeah, next is the GPU. Okay, just gotta press this in to place. That was probably the most annoying and difficult GPU I've ever had to seat. I'm not sure if it's seated properly either. I'm gonna screw it in and we'll test it once we plug the power supply in. Okay, so the power supply's in over there. I've designed a little fan thingy. I just hot glued a fan to the side of the thing. So we are gonna need these Molex connectors for that fan since it is a Molex fan. As you can tell, I'm definitely using all the parts that I just have lying around. But anyway, I'm gonna go find a SATA drive, and I'm also gonna bring in a little thingy I can put in there. And then, so the GPU might be sagging a bit. All I need to do is install this. Then I can surprise my brother with it once I close it up. It's back in my shed. Little issue. The power supply is completely destroyed. It does not work. The computer will just randomly shut down, and I've traced it down to maybe the 13-year-old power supply. I've also gotten a Wi-Fi card so we can download some more games a little bit faster than through this little Ethernet adapter I have over there. That's a package. We're gonna use that. Hold up. We'll blur that out in editing. It's okay. Thermaltake 450 silver. Nice. Look at that. It's a manual, so I know how to do this. We hate those. Anyway, we got a bunch of cables and stuff with cables in them. But just like this, with a little... Whoa, look at that. It's almost like the power supply just magically disappeared. Anyway, I'm going to do that again. Sorry. Hey, look at that. The power supply's in, and the cables are a little bit long, but it's a complete enclosed case, so we're not going to see it much. Also, this CPU cooler is not having it. It's just like keeps coming loose, so got to be careful with that. I'm going to keep the side panel off until I get back upstairs. Next up on our list is this little cute little Wi-Fi card. Oh, look at you, little VC. I bite one link. Yeah, this little guy. We're gonna put him in the back, and he's just gonna allow this motherboard to have Wi-Fi. I'll finish installing that guy in 1 sec, but I do want to put the floppy drive and the optical drive back into this. Not because I'm going to be able to plug it in clearly, but because I just think it completes the sleeper look, so I'm going to do that. And it is done, internally at least. Still got to boot it up to check that it's all working properly. That is a very little speaker over there. That's just so I can, you know, troubleshoot a little bit easier. It'll beep. Boot up test, and it is silent. This thing makes, like, no noise. Oh, that's not a very good HDMI cable. Flash green for a second. You guys might not have seen it. Cable time. Hey, look at that. We're in. Updating CS2. All set up right here. I'm gonna go surprise him now. Hey, come out here. Come, let's play some games. I want you for a video. I just need you to play something on your PlayStation. We'll do some FC24 or something like that.
Isn't it 5 here?
I made you a PC.
It's old, but what is this?
It's a sleeper build. I spent
Like
quite a bit of... It's like a, it's all
you have
yours.
some games on me?
yeah, I've already put some games on there. This other stuff as well, that's just the temperature monitoring and bullshit you don't need to worry about. But yeah, it works fully, the Wi-Fi's all good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Well, that is going to do it for this episode.
Chat, we filming.
That is going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos like this, where I build computers. I do a lot of wacky stuff with computers as well as just building nice ones. So yeah, check out those videos on my channel page. Peace.